I heard a little something. I heard that you guys had a great time last night. And I kind of heard that we might need to step it up just a little bit. Yeah. So we're going to step it up. We're going to have some fun. We're going to do some things. We're going to grow to the next level. As I said before, my name is Mike Howard. I'm Atlanta born, Atlanta bred. When I die, I'll be Atlanta dead. Went to a school back then. It was called Murphy High School in the city of Atlanta, Georgia. But the nickname was called Murder High School. I've had the opportunity to go from Murder High School to the Mission Control Center, part of the Space Shuttle team during the Space Shuttle Challenger explosion. Now, that was a very tragic event in the history of this great country, but it taught us a lot of things. It taught us about commitment, accountability, responsibility, how to dream and how to dream big. You see, my goal is quite simple. I want to give you the how to birth habits that will help you to achieve more, to grow to the next level. I want to give you the how for how you can embrace this thing called change and continue to grow. I want to give you the how for how you can bring out the best in yourself and others. That's my goal today, to give you some things that you can use to go to the next level. But before we get started, I need you to raise your right hands and repeat after me as we take the Mike Howard Seminar Pledge. Repeat after me. I do promise that while I'm in this workshop, that if anyone decides to have a good time, learn, grow, and go to the next level, I will not tell. All right, we are ready. Now, this is what I need you to do. See, I got to make sure everybody is awake this morning. So this is what I want you to do. Look at your neighbor on the left or the right and say this to him. Say this. Say, neighbor, neighbor, can you loan me $20? Woo! See, my goal today is to help you to create a shift in your mindset. When I say Mike, you say how. Mike, Mike. Yes. Okay, so let me give you the how. Let's look at some things. How we can go to the next level. One of the things that I found out is that champions are motivated by their dreams, but they are made by their habits and their routine. You know, this is old school right here. I don't know. Back in the day, I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. And back then, we had a radio station, V103, FM. And they used to have these call-ins, you know, they give away prizes. And they would be like, caller number 15. I could never get through. Got a rotary dial. I asked Mama to upgrade. She wouldn't upgrade. I said, Mama, you know, things are upgrading now. You know, they got dial tones. They have call waiting. I said, Mama, when we gonna upgrade and get call waiting? She said, we already got it. If you get a call, you gonna wait. And back then, it was something else. Back then, how many of you in this room have brothers and sisters? Raise your hand. Say I. See, back in the day, you know, the phone would ring. It was totally different. You know, you had to keep calling until you got through. But when the phone would ring, everybody would fight for it. Ring, ring, ring. I got it. Hold on. Hello? Who is this? Who? Yeah. Right. Yeah. You remember that cord get all tangled up and you got to replace it? That's that thing called change. Y'all want to know something funny? If you have grandkids or little young kids, you know, that like 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, give them this and tell them to make a call. Oh, you'll see some stuff. You look at this thing called change. You look at the GPS systems that we have in place, and I worked with NASA during those times, and those missions allowed us to implement strategies and to develop satellites in space that now we have sophisticated GPS systems. We have satellite television. We have cell phones. We have so many sophisticated devices now because of the work that we did at NASA. But when we look at this thing called change, when we look at the old phone, we look at the old camera, it's an example of change. But it teaches us this. It teaches us that we must continue to change, because if we're not changing, we're not keeping up. The items that I showed you, they were very productive, but now the shelf life has expired. But what I'm saying to you, that your shelf life never expires when you continue to grow. Let me give you a quote out of my book. Write this down. Growth is the ability to do what is uncomfortable until it becomes comfortable. Growth is the ability to do what is uncomfortable until it becomes comfortable. Let me give you another one. As we move from this slide of the old NASA, see, this is the old NASA here. This NASA here was the NASA that I worked at during those years, where it took the room the size of 2 football fields to do what your smartphone can do today. Yes. You see, they had the old Batman phone up in there. But on this thing called change, this quote by Alvin Toffler, it summarizes what we should be about. And here it is. It says this: the new illiterate will not be those who cannot read or write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. Repeat after me. Learn, unlearn, relearn. Yes. And because you're a leader, this is what I want to let you know. Leadership does not begin with the position that you hold, but it begins with the disposition that holds you. Leadership does not begin with the position that you hold. It begins with the disposition that holds you. It's not about the title on your door. It's not about the title on your business card. It starts with your disposition. Do you show up early? Do you bring out the best in people? Do you see the need and take the lead? That's where it starts. Tore my quadricep muscle about 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Had to have an operation. But let me show you the power of attitude. When I went to the facility to have the operation, they were getting me ready. The exceptional nurses getting me ready, you know. I still have a brace on right now. But they were getting me ready. And they say, wow, you just have such a positive attitude. Come on in. They say, you're such a delight. They did everything to accommodate me. When I came out of surgery and I was coming to from being sedated, they said I came up motivating the whole team. They said I came up saying, you don't have to be great to get started, but you got to get started if you want to be great. They said I came up saying, if you do what is hard, your life becomes easy. But if you do what is easy, your life becomes hard. They say, write that down. Write it down, write it down, write it down, write it down. We got to put that on the board for the whole facility. Write it down.
Good morning. I learned the positivity of attitude will not only shape my life, but the others that are surrounded by me. And the OPK and OPE, along with what my fellow nurse stated, will allow me to gain more information that we all can share amongst each other.
Awesome.
I just want to say that you are an amazing speaker on behalf of all of us. We learned lots of things.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
But I think, I wrote down lots of things, but I think my favorite quote was that if you listen, then you have the home field advantage. I'm a huge baseball fan, so that quote hit home. And so if you listen to others, you will not only know what you know, but you will know other people's thoughts as well. Thank you.
Thank you.